Thanks everyone for attending our discussion today on the fastest way to dramatically reduce the carbon footprint of real estate assets. And I would like to start with this. This is the Apple Macintosh Classic, released in 1990, right? It was really what cutting-edge technology was looking like at the time. And I think everybody will agree that this has been improving dramatically over the past decades, right? And we are now able to power a whole new level of efficiencies. How does this relate to our topic? Well, it turns out that in Switzerland, 3 out of 4 buildings were built before the 90s and are powered by technology that is older still than that of the Apple Macintosh. And this is one of the reasons that the Swiss building stock is so carbon intensive. So it is in Switzerland and actually worldwide as well, responsible for 30% of the greenhouse gas emissions. And any plan to tackle climate change will need to see these emissions reduced as soon as possible. And it is no surprise that the Swiss Energy Strategy 2050 has set out very ambitious goals to reduce by half the energy consumption of the Swiss building stock by 2050. Now, this is in less than 30 years, so the deadline is approaching extremely fast. And we see some pressure building on real estate professionals, both from the regulations, but also from the investors in terms of carbon footprint reduction. The standard way to go about this is through refurbishment. And it is true that it can be extremely effective, but it is also very slow. It takes 4 to 5 years from the decision making to the actual completion of the work, where the first impact actually occurs. And so decision made this year will have a result in 2027. And it will take another year to assess the performance of the investment. And we frequently see energy projects that do not meet their efficiency target. And one of the reasons for that is that everybody is working with low granularity and outdated data. And I would not be surprised if none of the asset managers here have been provided with the energy consumption of their portfolio from last year. This is the challenge that we are addressing at E-nno. And this is how it works. We have developed a technology that enables us to digitalize any building, ranging from the very complex modern ones to those pre-Apple Macintosh era ones. And start observing them and have our technology automatically build an understanding of the way the building operates. And after 2 months of monitoring, we're able to start phase 2, optimization. And this consists in algorithms that will automatically and continuously make adjustment to the heating systems based on temperature and weather forecast and buildings data. And today, this enables to reduce the energy consumption of the building while guaranteeing the thermal comfort for its users. And it is able to reduce the carbon footprint of the buildings from 10 to 35%, which is frankly amazing. It is also supported by a very powerful pay-as-you-save business model, which means that our service is financed by a fraction of the actual cost savings that it generates. So now we start to get a much nicer picture, right? We reduced the delay from first impact to 2027 to April this year, in 2 months. But we, quite interestingly, get a much clearer picture as well, because now we get up-to-date, detailed data about the way the building operates, and this is actually essential. And that is why we have just released a platform to enable our clients to take informed decisions about energy investments on their portfolio. We're also able to use this data to monitor and report on achievements of environmental objectives. And we're finally able to bridge this performance gap that we mentioned by providing construction and real estate professionals with the data that they need. And this in particular can look like sharing very detailed consumption data with engineers in charge of an energy project so that she can better design and dimension the systems that she's working with. Today, we manage more than 500,000 square meters of heated space and have reduced the energy consumption of our clients' portfolio by 17%. We also prevented the emissions of more than 1,000 metric tons of CO2. If you want to learn more about how data can be used to reduce the energy consumption and the carbon footprint of your portfolio, please reach us out later in this event. This is our booth just over there, or on our social media pages and website. Thank you.